Today we're going to talk about how prenups can protect the less wealthy spouse. When most people think about prenups, they think about a prenuptial agreement being a contract that protects the wealthier spouse against the less wealthy spouse who is there to come steal all of their money. Ridiculous. Prenups have evolved in the last 10 to 20 years. They are no longer just for the rich and famous, and now prenups are far more common among people with their own businesses, with a family business, maybe they have student debt and high earning potential. Prenups are now really beneficial for the vast majority of individuals getting married. So how can a prenup protect the less wealthy spouse? Number one, a sunset clause. A sunset clause is a provision in a prenuptial agreement that states at a certain date or wedding anniversary, in the case of HelloPrenup's document, the prenuptial agreement will actually expire. So essentially with a sunset clause, what you're saying is that at this certain date, we have been together long enough, we feel comfortable in saying that this prenuptial agreement should no longer be valid. Prenups allow you to be very creative with respect to finances. So you can choose that you will have a joint bank account from which all expenses will be paid. Maybe one party will contribute more heavily to that bank account if they earn more money. Maybe you will contribute based on a percentage of your income. And this really allows the parties to plan out. And this really allows you and your spouse to plan out how you will manage money, how you will pay bills, and make sure you both feel really comfortable moving forward with your marriage with respect to how things will get paid. The third way that a prenuptial agreement protects the less wealthy spouse is that you can include something called a lump sum payment clause. And this basically says that if you're married for a certain period of time, then payments will be made to the less wealthy spouse in lump sums. So if you're married for 5 years, maybe the more wealthy party will then give the less wealthy party a certain amount of money. Let's call it in this instance $100,000. If you're married for 10 years, the more wealthy party will give the less wealthy $200,000. And you may ask, well, what's the point of this? And the real reason that you may consider a lump sum payment clause is if one party decides to take some time off of work to have children, to raise children. Kids are a lot of work, and in most relationships, one spouse is going to take some time off to raise those children. And what ends up happening is oftentimes that is the woman in the relationship. And she will then go back to get a job a couple of years later after being out of the workforce and have a really difficult time. And maybe her earning potential is now stunted and she may not get back those years of lost earning potential. So a lump sum payment clause is intended to really help even things out, even the playing field, make things feel a little bit more fair if you do make the joint decision together that one spouse should take some time off. We hope this helps. Thanks for joining us. Check out our YouTube channel for more information and more videos.